The city of Tshwane is having a truly rough time. The vandalised pylons that collapsed knocked out power to many parts of the city last week. And then last Friday, vandalism left Rand Water's Mapleton booster station without power. No power, no way to pump water into the Vlakfontein reservoir, which supplies the other reservoirs that provide water to Pretoria and surrounds. Now, while the vandalism has been repaired, the water supply return is slow going. I'm joined now by Rand Water spokesperson Makenosi Maroo. Thank you so much for joining us. This evening, which areas in and around Tshwane are still without water?
Good evening, Sally, and good evening to your viewers. Sally, it's a number of areas. I know that Mapleton is still struggling, Gasfontein is still struggling water, or to withhold water and decide that once the reservoir has been filled up, then they can supply water to different areas.
Okay, so it's the city's fault?
It's not. No, it's not. I'm saying that's the word that I use. I said it's their discretion, not fault.
Well, it's their fault for making the decision they did then, surely.
I wouldn't blame them. If people are needing water, people are desperate, they're phoning the municipality, they need water. I would also do the same thing, because you'd rather give people the little that you have rather than to withhold water. It's there, but you're not able to supply.
Yeah. Okay. Take us back to the incident that sparked all of this, and this is what happened at Mapleton. I understand it was a vandalism incident. Can you take us through exactly how it happened, what was damaged, and what you're going to do to make sure it doesn't happen again?
Right. What happened, the power trip happened at Mapleton booster station. The station is supplied with power by City of Ekurhuleni. So we did a preliminary investigation. Ekurhuleni was there. We also called City of Tshwane. We joined in together. All the stakeholders worked together. Eventually, it was indicated that the fault is on Eskom side. Eskom was called in on site to do restoration and repair of the damage. And going forward, we are looking at alternative energy supply means. So we are working on a long-term plan, and we'll communicate that shortly as Rand Water.
Okay, so you've got some plans to make sure it doesn't happen again. I mean, Tshwane, I think residents in Tshwane have just had the most awful time with those pylons knocking out power to so many areas, and now this water problem. And there have been ongoing water concerns in the city. Apart from this plan that you say you're going to implement, what have been the big lessons learned? What have been perhaps the mistakes made and the lessons learned in how to sort this out?
So I think what is key is the intergovernmental relationship that we have. I think it's more to strengthen the relationship so that we don't take too long. If the problem has to do with Eskom, Eskom has to be called in immediately rather than to conduct an investigation between municipality and Rand Water. And then later we go back and call in Eskom. We need to get Eskom on board from the beginning so that we don't take too long to recover. And to also identify the problem. I think we need to work together as stakeholders, as partners. But also with the issue of vandalism, we are working closely with law enforcement. We have realized that most of our infrastructure are being vandalized, whether it's Eskom, it's government, whether it's Eskom or Rand Water. That's what we are noticing, and we are working with law enforcement agencies.
Okay. I know that your water supply extends to places like Cullinan as well. What percentage of your water is currently going to the areas it should? I mean, have you restored to 50% or is it 40%? Give me a percentage just so I can get an idea of how far along the process you are.
We are sitting at, I know for Brakpan, we are sitting at 45. Some parts of Pretoria, we are sitting at, I think one area is 42, the other area is 32 and 29. I remember for one area it's also 29. Those are different reservoirs because we get them in hourly rate. So we are, almost an hour. So we are sitting at, on average, we're sitting at 45.
When you say 45, do you mean that sort of 45% of water is back?
45%, yes, of water is in different reservoirs. So just an average, yes.
Okay, so it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and you say by the end of Thursday you'll have full water supply returned?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so but you're not yet at 50%, but you've only got 2 days left to go. Will things speed up from here?
They will. Remember, in the evening, people are not using a lot of water, so around that time we're able to fill up the reservoirs. Around 2 o'clock, that's when it's quiet, and we're able to fill the reservoirs.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that update. And the message for people struggling without water in Swane is a commitment there from Rand Water. It's going to be sorted out by the end of Thursday. So, Fastbait. Sounds so frustrating. Rand Water spokesperson Makenosi Maroo explaining to us what they are doing to get water back in the taps as soon as possible.